Introduced species influence different ecosystems all around the world. Monitoring these species is important, but is not always an easy task. My name is Andy Debenham, and I have chosen to present Robert Reed's article titled "A Field Test of Attractant Traps for Invasive Burmese Python in Southern Florida." Burmese pythons have established large populations over thousands of square kilometres of southern Florida over recent years. They are responsible for consuming a wide range of native vertebrates and challenging the American alligator for the apex predator position. Obviously, this has had a detrimental effect on the balance of the ecosystem in southern Florida, in particular the Everglades National Park. Very few tools for population control of the python are currently available, and none have been validated in the field, which is the focal point of this study. The primary goal of Reed's study was to carry out a trap trial for capturing Burmese pythons in order to assess the efficacy of traps for python population control. The aim was to also compare trap capture rates with visual survey results to assess the accuracy of capture rates as a proportion of resident pythons in the area. The trap experiment was conducted in an area known as the Frog Pond, just east of the Everglades. Previously, this area had been used intensively for crop production and was chosen due to the large amounts of pythons that were found dead following mowing or discarrowing operations in the area. Traps were long and narrow with a wooden frame with wire mesh used for the walls. Two variations of the one trap were used in the experiment. The difference was the entrance design, where one trap had a funnel type entrance, whereas the other had a rectangular type entrance. The attractant was a live rat safely protected in a separate chamber. Visual searches were also conducted once a fortnight, and at the end of the trapping period, the Frog Pond area was cleared to allow for a calculation of the number of resident pythons in the area. The trapping period was completed with a total of 3 pythons captured from 6,053 trap nights. 2 of these were male snakes and were caught in the funnel type entrance, and the other was a female, which was captured in the trap with a rectangular entrance. A further 2 pythons were observed through opportunistic visual encounters. 11 were collected following discarrowing of the area, and no pythons were found in the visual surveys. In addition, a total of 69 non-target species were caught, which included frogs and snakes, but mainly rodent species. Reed's experiment was designed to assess the efficacy of traps for python population control. The target species was successfully trapped in both trap types. However, the trapping period produced an extremely low capture rate of less than 0.05% per trap night. Unfortunately, this simply can't be deemed successful when considering the control of an invasive species population. Thanks for listening.